Hi guys and welcome back to OG Cars. Firstly, excuse what I'm wearing. I helped my friend out with her horses this morning and now we're here to move cars around, so I didn't see any point in getting changed. But we are here today with my Skoda Favorit Forum. So I saved this car from being scrapped about 2 or 3 months ago and it is now coming back to the house today. Our friend who we store it with is going to help us transport it up and we're going to start getting to work on this. Now the reason for that is, in complete honesty with you all, I do need to sell the car. I have no plans with it. I'm not going to use it. I prefer my Forum estate. We've got so much more of like a connection to that car. So what I want to do is I want to get this car off to a good home, but before it can do so it does need a fair bit of work, which is much more obtainable to do at home.
What do you reckon, G? There she will go.
So you join us, it's the next day, and as you can see, the Favorit is now at home in the broken top floor garage, whatever you want to call it, because the Nissan doesn't have a clutch anymore, doesn't even go into gear. This runs and drives, this ran and drive into the garage, it's got no problem at all, but as we said, it has had the potential head gasket failure, which is why we brought it here to have a look at. Now, we didn't do many clips yesterday, which is why we just wanted to do a quick catch up today. Owen wasn't very well as it was anyway, but he did come out to help me. He then got in the car with Ed to direct him to get to where we live, and I was in the Saxo and I can't film and drive. So we didn't get any clips of it while it was coming up here, but we did get this little clip of it when it arrived in the garage at night, because by the time we got here it was dark. But the car is now here, so we can start to focus on it. Now, we bought this car back in September, and in case you guys don't know, this is a very, very clean example of a Skoda Favorit. It's only covered 27,000 miles, so it's lower than my Forum estate actually. You can see there's little bits of green and stuff from where it's been sat at Ed's for the last 2 or 3 months, but aside the dirt, it's survived incredibly well, which is great, because there is always that little bit of a worry of leaving a car outside. This car isn't 100% perfect, but I do stand by what I said in the first video, which is it's probably the cleanest Favorit I have seen, bar my Forum estate. But this has also got very clean bodywork, and if you don't know, on my Forum estate, it's got quite a lot of surface rust, little dots along the roof, and it's also got a scrape on the side which did rust through from its time where it sat in storage. So this is a very clean car. What we will do is we'll just open the bonnet and we'll just have a quick discussion on what we think this car is going to need. The good thing about this car is it is MOT'd still. So if we can get this car fixed within the next month, what we'd like to do is use this for a little bit, and then I will be looking for a new home for it. So the reason that this car went off the road initially, and the reason why I ended up buying it, is because it has suspected head gasket failure. Now, we don't 100% know if the head gasket failed. What we do know is that one of the core plugs did fail because it rusted out. So what we're going to be looking to do is replacing the core plugs on this vehicle, and what we're probably going to do, just to preserve the longevity of this car, is we're going to do the head gasket regardless. That's actually very common with the Skoda Favorits for the head gaskets to fail. So what we want to do is get both of those things done, and then I know that when this car goes off to a new owner, it's going to be well looked after, and it's also going to survive. So that probably does mean we're also going to have to renew quite a few bits within the coolant system, because bit like, I don't think we ever did a video on it, but I had a Skoda Favorit called Chips, because bless Owen has done multiple Favorit head gaskets for me at this point, because it's a very common problem. It goes all through the coolant system as it would with any car, and it looks disgusting, and then you got to flush it all out. So there's probably little bits of the coolant system we're going to have to replace as well, because I don't know how long this car did run for. We so far have started it a handful of times to see if it will run, which it will. And we've obviously run and drove it up and down onto the trailer and up to the house where it is now. So we've barely driven it at all, and that is just so it could be transported home basically. So it'll all be fine. Having a look under the engine bay though will overlay it, but it's so clean under here. The strut towers are really clean. There's the odd little bit of surface rust, like where the bonnet latch would be, and you know, as you'd expect for a car which is a K-Reg from 1992. But it is really clean under here, and I think once this has been renewed, this is going to be a really good example of this car, as it already is. So I appreciate this is only a short video, but we just wanted to let you guys know that the Favorit Forum is home now, because I had a few people on my Instagram saying, well, where is that car? I literally posted that I bought it and then didn't post it again. Still own it, it's just obviously there's been a few things over the last few months where I've had bad luck with cars, and this is just sat at Ed's waiting for its moment, which is now. That's what I've decided. I'd like its moment to be now. And in the background, just to give you guys a little bit of context, I think I mentioned it before, the Twingo may be coming home in the next few months, and that's quite a costly bill I'm going to be paying out on that little car. So it would be nice to get this car done and sold so I can get the money, but I'm not just going to sell this car to anyone or anything. This is going to make sure it goes to a really good home, and it's going to be really well done up for anyone. Short and sweet video because we want to document us fixing this car. We think it'd be good if it was on YouTube to show people how to do these sort of things again. Run into any problems that we face. We want to be completely honest and transparent. We want to show you us getting this car on the road, because it's something we promised when we did the Forum estate and then never did it. It just went from here's it in a barn to here's it fixed, and we were both like, we did so much to that car, we really should have filmed it. So here it is. This is going to be a documented series on us fixing this car, and we hope you guys are looking forward to it. So like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one.